Hello again. How are you? You good? I feel like we all need a little bit more self-care right now because the world is going up in flames. So I thought I might share some ways that I practice self-care, both in the moment, like when you're feeling overwhelmed right then and there, and also in the long term so that maybe you don't get overwhelmed in the first place. Hopefully. We all still will, but anyway. Maybe you might want to try some of them. If you do try them, let me know what you think. Let me know if they helped. The most important thing, I think, with self-care is self-compassion. That you have to believe that you deserve to feel better. Hello, it's future editing Megan here. Basically what I meant by that is treating yourself how you would treat a friend, being nice and gentle and kind and understanding towards yourself. And one way of doing that is self-validation, just saying to yourself, this is a really difficult, tough situation that I'm in, and it makes sense that I would feel angry or sad or overwhelmed or anxious because I'm a human being. I feel like I could make a whole video about self-compassion, and I might at some point. So if you've got that, let's go on. So here's some things that I do in the moment if I'm feeling overwhelmed. Number one is the 5 senses, which basically involves doing something nice or pleasant for each of your 5 senses. So for me, for sight, I put on some fairy lights or watch Netflix or YouTube or something. For sound, I'll listen to some soothing music. For touch, I'll have a nice soft blanket or put on my onesie, or like a nice fluffy jumper like this one. For smell, I'll light a candle, a nice smelling candle. And for taste, I'll usually have some tea. Tea fixes everything. So the next thing that I can do if I'm feeling overwhelmed in the moment is to go for a walk. And I usually use this one if I'm feeling overwhelmed at night. I find that going out for a walk in the nice cold air kind of helps to shut my brain up. The next one is breathing, and it sounds very obvious, but you'd be surprised how much you forget to breathe when you're feeling overwhelmed. I don't think it really matters how you breathe as long as you're focusing on your breathing. The last suggestion that I have for in the moment is writing down your feelings, writing them down in a journal, sending them to a friend. I will often message a friend saying, you don't have to reply to this at all, I just need to get this out, and then send them like 10 paragraphs. So there's also some things that I do a little bit of every day so that in the long run I don't get those moments where I'm feeling up here. The first one is being mindful of my emotions, because how are you going to know if you need self-care if you don't really know how you're feeling? So for me, this means journaling, just noticing when I'm feeling good, when I'm feeling bad, what situations make me feel stressed. The next thing is physical self-care, which is very important because your mind and your body are so linked. So generally this means eating regular nutritious meals, staying hydrated, getting enough sleep every night, exercising a little bit every day, taking medicine if you need to, which can mean like prescription medication, or just taking Panadol if you have a headache. And also means not screwing around with your brain chemistry so much. So avoiding alcohol, avoiding caffeine, avoiding other things. I am really terrible at physical self-care, by the way, but it's still very good advice. The last thing is making sure that you have a lot of positive experiences in your life. So scheduling in things that make you happy, things like talking to friends or playing games or playing with your pet. And I also find it really helpful to write those things down when I do them so that I can look back at my week and be like, oh, I have actually had a pretty good time this week. So those are some things that I do to keep myself sane. What do you do for self-compassion and self-care? Let me know. I hope everyone is staying safe, and I hope you're all being kind to yourselves, and I will see you soon.